Hey, what's up guys? It's QualityFX bringing you my very first tutorial. And not only that, but I'm also using the worst mic in the Call of Duty community, so congrats on that, right? I'm going to have to get a snowball or something soon, guys. But I actually want to talk to you guys about masking. I want to get straight to the point. We're going to write tutorial, and we're going to make it big. We're going to make it so big. This is my preferred text, guys. Something about it just says yes, please use me. It's so good. We're going to paste my layer style onto it. Alright, and for all of you that don't have layer styles, I'm also going to do a nice tutorial on those, and it's going to, I'll basically show you how to get this nice look. And next, what we're going to do, since this video is about masking your textures. If you go to my 3K pack, go to textures, the very bottom one. It's my favorite. I really love this texture for text, so I recommend you guys use this one. But we're trying to get this on the text, lightly on the text, to where you still see the coloring and the layer style of the text, but we want it kind of shadowing over it. I don't know, to give it a more grungy look, metal look. You guys know what I'm talking about. We're trying to mask this, so make sure it's right above your text. We have the wallpaper above tutorial. We're going to right-click wallpaper, and we're going to go to create clipping mask. Sometimes it's going to do this. Sometimes it's going to do this. Like, it's not going to actually allow it to create the clipping mask. So what if it ever does that and doesn't show up at, like, if it doesn't show up on the text when you do that, go down to your text, right click on it, make sure your text is right and you have everything spelled out and colored, and then you're going to go to convert to smart object. Just by right clicking, it's up there, convert smart object, and then try it again. Click back on your layer, right click, go to create clipping mask, and you should see it over your text just like that. It's basically going to put all of the texture only on your text and nothing else. So once you got that going, click here on normal right next to opacity in the layers bar at the very top. Click on normal, it's right there. And then some, like textures, you're going to use different things. First one I like to try all the time is overlay. And if that doesn't look good, soft light. So if you have like a darker one, try overlay. If you have like a darker one, try soft light because it'll lighten it up a bit. But if it's a little lighter of a texture, I would definitely do overlay because it'll kind of darken it. But we're going to do soft light, and then place it where you want it, guys. Like, if you notice higher, it's kind of all orange. If you go a little bit lower, it gets darker orange. So you can use it almost as a gradient if you guys wanted. You could shorten it up even. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to move it a little bit to the bottom. I like to put it about right there. And then you're going to highlight both by clicking on one, holding shift, clicking the one above it. You're going to right click it. You're going to go up almost to the top. It says convert to smart object. And that basically turns this into its own thing. So now it can't be edited. The texture is permanently on there. That's that. And it made it into one layer. Cleans things up a bit. You're going to want to do that. And then see, that's already looking really good. You could straight up go just like this and leave it be. But for those of you that don't want to do that, I'm actually going to show you something else you could do. I like to click in splatter in the Google search bar, and it's one of these first images. This one's alright. Where'd it go? It might have been that one, now that I think about it. Get a good splatter. This one looks okay. I like it. Drag it over to your project. We're going to turn it sideways. And I'm going to make the splatter go over this text, but I'm going to make it look really good at the same time. Like just a light layer of it. It kind of gives it more of a textury feel. So we're going to have to create another clipping mask and do the same exact thing. Have it right above your grouped layers, and you're going to go to right click, create clipping mask. Every time you're creating a clipping mask, guys, it's going to be right above the layer you're trying to do it on. You could even do it on backgrounds and it looks really nice. So click onto your splatter you just clipping masked up there. And sometimes I do add, and it looks kind of cool. It kind of makes the splatter look orange and the rest is white, but I'm not going to do that for this one. I'm actually going to go down to overlay. And overlay, it basically just takes it, but see, you can still see the edge. If we go to darken, gets rid of the edge completely. But it gets better. If we go to multiply, now it's just, it's going to look dark. And so what you're going to need to do, you can kind of fiddle around with them, find which one you think looks best. I like multiply and darken a lot. I'm going to turn the opacity down, probably to about 30, honestly. And now you can move it around wherever you want. You can make it bigger, make it smaller, you can rotate it, whatever, and it's all going to stay on this text. Just find a really good placement. Like, say there's not enough on that F. Well, we can simply just rotate it, make it a little bit bigger. And now we have it touching every single bit of the text. So it's just a nice thing to know, guys. And when you're done with it, always do this. Right click, convert to smart object after highlighting it all. It just makes things easier, cleaner. You can put it all in there. And another thing I like to do on some backgrounds, I'll duplicate it, whatever, get the bottom one, and let's color overlay it. This is totally off subject, but I mean, if you guys want a nice shadow that's not too drop shadowy, I like to move it down a bit, turn the opacity down, and usually looks pretty clean. I put it around 35. 35 looks good. And that doesn't look bad. I mean, I take it for granted it was really fast. I didn't put too much time into it. I'm just trying to show you guys how to do it exactly. And another thing about masking, that's not the only thing you can do. See how we have that stone-looking background? We're gonna mask this over it. Might as well. And another thing you're gonna do for getting that nice texture, always overlay it, especially for backgrounds. And you see it in the background. Looks pretty nice. Honestly, it does not look bad. I'm actually gonna move it back under everything. Keep it as far back as possible, and voila, you got it there. You just gotta mess with this, guys. This bar is your best friend when it comes to GFX overlays. You're gonna do soft light, make it a little brighter. We can even do add. Probably look really bright. Yeah, looks really bright, but I'm gonna stick with overlay for that one. And then, like, it's just as easy as that, guys. You got a nice looking text, you got a nice looking interface, and you could honestly just make a nice clean BG just like that. You could put your name there. I mean, bam, it's pretty easy, guys. I really hope this helped you. If this is what you're looking for, sweet. Throw a like up there. If this wasn't exactly what you're looking for and you're needing to know a little bit more, leave it down in the comments. And even if you're not okay with that, you know what? Add me on Skype and I'll talk to you about it. I'm more than welcome with helping fans and people that are trying to learn on Skype. So if you guys have any questions, my Skype's in the it's in the About section of my YouTube channel. And thank you all for watching. I'll see you in my next video. I'm out. Peace.